SpartanNerd here. Power's out. No fancy schmancy electric guitar playing today. No cuts from the album Preach, just me, an iPad, and the princess. Because the power's out. You say, what's that light that's shining on you? Well, I have an LED. SpartanNerd has solutions. LED light attached to one of those little charging pods that you can get to take on vacation or whatever. Got my princess here. It's Memorial Day. First day of summer, as it is spiritually. So I have been working in here. I've got my first appearance of Master Universe collection up here. The only one I'm missing is Superboy, if I'm not mistaken. Superboy from November of 1982. So the first appearance in a comic book of the Master Universe was the preview 1982 of all the DC titles that came out that month. I was 3 years old, maybe, almost 3. Had no idea, huh? I also have on my other wall DC Comics Presents 47, and that came out in July of the same year. So why is this considered the first printing? I don't know, because this is November. November comes after July. I have all of them. So anyway, all right. So just talking off the cuff a little bit about the movie, The Mandalorian and Grogu. Of course, I'm very excited about the Master Universe movie. Oh yeah, check this out. This right here is Supergirl #1. This summer we have a Supergirl movie and a Master Universe movie. So this comic book might get some special attention from people that maybe the value go up a little bit. I don't know. It's like $30 now. Well, if it's in better shape, I don't know how good shape mine's in. I've never read most of these. I just got them and kept them in the package because, it's not a package. A bag and board, where I got it. It's an inconsequential little story in there. Key of E minor, E. Yeah, E. Okay, so without playing the same cliche thing over and over, let's talk about the movie The Mandalorian and Grogu, which is panned by critics, loved by audiences. So maybe we should take a pointer here and don't listen to the critics. They are just the elites they're bums who get paid to watch movies. We have to pay, and we enjoy the movies that they hate. So the 3 things they said: the movie was inconsequential, that it did not advance the relationship between the character arcs of Din Djarin or of Grogu, also known as the Mandalorian, Mando, and Baby Yoda, right? That it didn't advance their character, and that those are the 2 main ones. The other criticism is, it's like 4 episodes of The Mandalorian. Like, if this was season 4 of The Mandalorian, it would be 4 episodes with high production value. So let's just talk about the first thing. It's inconsequential. This is a consequential movie. If you paid attention, your Star Wars. It's not a Skywalker story. It's a side story. That's the whole point. The Skywalkers are done. Disney ruined the last 2 movies. That's done. They got to do something else, right? So let's see. Yeah, so how is it a consequential movie? If you paid attention to your Star Wars, then you know that in Ahsoka, she meets with Grand Admiral Thrawn as the enemy. He's coming. This is a classic enemy from the old expanded universe. They're doing something new with him, but he's still a blue guy that's a scary general. I don't know a whole lot about the expanded universe version, but I did read some little books along my SpartanNerd journey. I did know a little something, but not a whole lot about Throne. But, Ahsoka, they expanded on that more. At the end of season 3 of Mandalorian, it seems like Moff Gideon steps in this room full of holograms of, communicating holograms, hologram communication, whatever it is they do in Star Wars. All these guys are in there. That's who he's hunting down. He's hunting down those guys, Imperial remnants. They're trying to reform a new empire, and he successfully gets two of them in this movie. I guess that was a spoiler. Y'all didn't think Mando and Baby Yoda were going to get, chopped, diced, cooked. But anyways, it is a consequential movie, and it's by them giving us a scene where we see all these holograms of these bad guy generals. Each one of those could be a movie. The Mandalorian could go after each one of those. Ahsoka could go after each one of those. Luke Skywalker could though. He could, because this is post Return of the Jedi, right? Pre Force Awakens. So, anyways, all right. The second criticism, that it does not build the characters of the Mandalorian or Grogu up. Well, I disagree. First of all, their relationship as father and son is expanded on. They've clearly become. Grogu has clearly seen him as a father figure. All right, and the two are widely different than each other. Because Baby Yoda is whatever Yoda is, a force sensitive being, and and at that we see some of that develop. And the Mandalorian keeps his watch out for him, tells him to buckle up, not to mess with stuff. Also, he tells him things like, "So we got this German Shepherd. My wife, she is learning. She's training him. What kind of things does she say? She says, heel. She says, stay. She says, come. Things like that. One word commands, and he knows what to do. And Mando says these things to Grogu, who he doesn't understand at all, strangely. I mean, he understands it, but he's teaching him galactic standard. I took a lot of galactic standard in high school, and also at North Greenville University they taught that galactic standard. Mm-hmm. It's also known as English. You non-Spartan nerds, you non-Hub City geeks, English is galactic standard. Conveniently. All right, so let's see. Well, there's this whole scene. This is a spoiler, so you can stop watching now if you don't want. You don't want to hear a spoiler. There's a scene where the Mandalorian gets poisoned by a snake dragon. Snake dragon. That's a pretty scary thing. He gets basically a bite. You can see the tooth mark. It's just one tooth, a gigantic teeth, like on his ripped through his armor, and is bleeding. And this is the low point for the Mandalorian. They managed to escape the snake dragon, but then he has this glorious fight against battle droids that surround the hut headquarters, and he goes down. He's protecting the Grogu and the friends, and they're tiny little guys. They're like, "Get on our ship!" And when he gets over there, it's a tiny little ship. He can't fit on it, so he just stays behind, and he blows up the battle droids, and the ship takes off. But of course, then he passes out. Grogu comes and saves him. He didn't get on the ship. So during this sequence, this is a glimpse of what Yoda would have done on his planet, whatever planet that is, when he was a child. we see this child, Grogu, Baby Yoda. We see him like meditating, force meditate. He uses the force to slide the Mandalorian into a shelter that he makes out of mud that resembles Yoda's house. Um, he and he uses camouflage and stuff. You see him eat the centipedes and stuff that come to bite the Mandalorian. He eats those because that's what he eats. He eats bugs and stuff. Also, he steals fish. A guy's nearby, like an alien guy with a. He looks a lot like something from the Never-Ending Story. Anyway, he's got some fish, and Grogu sneaks and steals a fish. He goes the next night to steal another fish, and the guy catches him because, well, I mean, he's like, I'm missing a fish, right? And that guy gives him the fish. But my point is, we see Baby Yoda learning how to be whatever kind of species he is, using his instincts and stuff, and also thriving in the Force in a natural way that the Jedi are not controlling. And hey, that's something right there. So we're actually seeing the character development of not only Grogu, but also of Yoda. Because we know nothing about Yoda except that he's an awesome old man, right? So there we go. What does this movie mean for the future? Well, people need to go watch it. I'm going to go see it again sometime. I mean, it's Memorial Day, it's first day of summer. I'm going to go see it some more. I've got Supergirl to watch. I've got a couple of Marvel movies coming out. And, of course, Master Universe. I'll probably see it 10 times before the summer's over, I already bought a popcorn bag. I said, guys, I want a popcorn bag. How much for a popcorn bag? Guess what price it is? The same price of if you've got popcorn in it. I got it anyway. I couldn't help it. So go watch the movie. Tell the Disney vote with your wallet. Let's go to C major. And that E in there is secondary dominant. We'll go A minor to E. Give that a little flavor. Yeah. Maybe that'll be my next song. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Like, subscribe, comment. Hey, go watch The Mandalorian.